Morning, friends. Backyard Gardener here. It is the 1st of August, and a lot of people have been asking for an update in the backyard garden to see the differences from just a few months ago. So there's a video up of what it was exactly 2 months ago. So let's take a look and see what has changed. Here we got lots of dahlias up. All the red ones came up this year. These are great because you can cut them way back, and the more you cut, the more you get. You'll get lots more of these flower bulbs. These will be cut in a few days and taken in the house. Now these weren't that big before, but they've already grown up and kind of run their course. I left these up so the little yellow wild finches can eat off of them, and they drop their seeds everywhere. They're quite messy eaters. The tower flower beds are a little bit tired because when the heat comes, these beds tend to dry out. They're still a little moist. I'm doing a good job at keeping them, but some of these plants are already done. So it's time to replant some of these. You can go through and get the marigold seeds from here and replant those in, and it'll all come back up. I've got lots of other sunflowers in different phases because these will replace the ones that are running out at the end of their lifespan. And when it gets over 100, sometimes I put awning over them. And then of course this one has already reached up to the top, so we'll have to move that. Here in the tomato patch, they were kind of done, so instead of planting more tomatoes, I pulled them out. And these here I put in Mexican sunflowers. That's the first time I've grown those, but in about 3 days they've already germinated. That's pretty awesome. They're coming up fast. And then over in this section I planted some dwarf teddy bear sunflowers, and they have not germinated yet, but they will be up by the weekend. Now if you look at the last video, right in here we had a small little sunflower patch, but dun dun dun, these giants are way up there, and they are awesome. In this open field here, I put in a bunch of corn, which is now about 4 foot tall, and that grows fast. But also it was mixed in with a bunch of sunflower seeds that had naturally fallen down from the birds. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to go through and thin the sunflowers out of there so that my jewel popping corn will get enough sunlight, but we will see. Marigold is taking off. Now this here is interesting. This is the second year I've grown this, but the first year it's taken off. This is a loofah plant, and it's grown in and covered the bird feeder here, but the birds find it and still get in under there. But this one is going to be good. I don't see any loofah gourds growing on it yet. This here is, these two are Indian snake cucumbers. These cucumbers will get over 4 foot long, and look at this guy in the back here. It's already going big. You can see all the way down, so pretty cool. There's another one hiding down in there. It hit the ground and then curled up at the bottom. You see it there. And then this row here was where all of the sugar snap peas were. They don't do well in the extreme heat, so I've taken them out, and I already put sunflowers in here, which are almost 5 foot tall already. This here is a Mongolian giant. Awesome. Be ready to harvest soon. I have my little pepper plants just will not stop producing. There are so many peppers hidden in here. These are Anaheim chili peppers. I have this watermelon plant, which was a volunteer left over from last year. I didn't plant it last year, but I think I hit one with a lawnmower and it spread the seeds out, and up it came this year. And I have it growing vertically, which looks like it's got about 5 good watermelons on it. And this whole thing that sprawled out here is a cucumber plant, and there are a lot of cucumbers hidden underneath. And there's an Armenian cucumber, so there's two different kinds of cucumbers growing in there. Well, that's interesting and new. All right. These are Mongolian giant sunflowers here. They've not begun to flower yet, but they get very broad leaves. So very nice. This one here, about to bloom, is a chocolate cherry sunflower, which when they do bloom will look a lot like this one. Wonderful colors. These back here are lemon queens. They're a lot more yellow, and the bees love them. They work them good. I have mammoths, teddy bears. This here's my cucumber tunnel. I have Armenian cucumbers here in all different sizes and shapes. And then through here we have regular cucumbers, and then hidden in here we have Japanese cucumbers. The Japanese cucumber impressed me this year. They do very well. They taste good. But look at all these ready to be harvested. Ready. Ton. So I think at the end of the weekend, I'm going to come back and plant some more cucumber seeds, because this plant is beginning to wear out. They've had a lot of fruits that have grown all the way to maturity, so the plant itself is going to tire out. So we'll get a new one planted in there, and then it will take off and keep producing for the rest of the summer. But as far as these Japanese cucumbers, look at that. There's a baby one right there, taking off. There's some more, so behind that. So a lot of cucumbers. I found them good in juicing this year. I hadn't tried that before, but that worked really good. So that's a quick tour of the backyard and what it's doing so far. But lots and lots of sunflowers. All right, have a great day.